Okay, section 5.4 is product to sums and sums to products. Not used as much as some of the other lessons we've been doing, but you know what, it's a nice lesson, it's not too difficult, so we're going to go ahead and enjoy an easy day for a change. Alright, so if you look down here, these are our product to sum formulas, these are our sum to product formulas, okay, so those are the two sections we're dealing with today. And let's just go ahead and jump right into an example. Example 1, express each as a product of sums and differences. So the sine of 5x, sine of 2x. Alrighty? So what we need to do is we need to see what formula that matches. So I'm looking for sine something times sine something. So sine times sine, oh here it is. So the formula I need is, and I always like to write the formula down, 1/2 cosine alpha minus beta minus cosine alpha plus beta. And if you remember, this is your alpha, this is your beta. So let's go ahead and plug in what we know. So I have 1/2 the cosine, so I get 5x minus 2x minus the cosine, alpha is 5x plus 2x. Now let's just clean this up. My final answer will be 1/2 cosine 5 minus 2 is 3x. 5 plus 2x is 7x. Alright, and you're done. You can't do anything further. You can't put the 3x with the 7x because they're not like terms. So that's my final answer. Alright, so you match up a formula, you plug in, boom, you're done. Let's try one more. Let's say I have the cosine of 7x cosine x. So step 1, match up the formula. So I need a cosine cosine. Alright, so I look down here, sine, sine. Oh, look at there, cosine cosine. So that's the big ugly formula I'm using. 1/2. This time I want cosine alpha minus beta plus cosine alpha plus beta. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug in. Alpha is 7x and beta is x. So my final answer, clean it up, 1/2 cosine 6x plus cosine 8x. Alright, now let's practice those other formulas. This time we're going to go from a sum to a product. Okay, so it's like you're taking sums and making them products. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip over. So example 2. Express each sum as a product. sine 7x plus sine 3x. Alright, so let's find our formula. I need a sine plus a sine. Sine plus a sine. There's my formula. So I have 2 sine alpha plus beta over 2 cosine alpha minus beta over 2. So I have 2 sine cosine. Alright, so alpha is 7x, beta is 3x. Alpha is 7x, beta is 3x. Let's clean it up. So I have 2 sine, 7x and 3x is 10x, divided by 2, cosine 4x, divided by 2. I need to go ahead and reduce those, so I have 2 sine 5x, cosine 2x. And that's my answer. Alright, we're going to do one more of those, and then we're going to do an identity, and then I'm going to let you again practice some of your verifying identities tonight, since this is a nice easy lesson. Alright, so I have the cosine of 3x plus the cosine of 2x. So step 1, go to your sheet and find me that formula. So we need a cosine plus a cosine. So cosine plus cosine is this formula here. So 2 cosine alpha plus beta over 2 cosine alpha minus beta over 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write my little skeleton and now fill in. So alpha is 3x, beta is 2x. And now I just work. 2 cosine, 3x and 2x is 5x over 2, cosine x over 2. And I'm done. Alright, so let's do everybody's favorite, an identity. And then, like I said, I'm going to actually cut this a little bit short so that you can work on some identities at home as well, and then we'll finish up in class tomorrow. Example 3. Verify this identity. Alright, I have the cosine of 3x minus the cosine of 5x over the sine of 3x plus the sine of 5x is equal to the tangent of x. If you're looking as far as how much paper you'll need, maybe about half a sheet. So, pick a side. I believe he's the hardest, so let's go ahead and start over him. Now, he ought to be one of your special formulas we've been working on. Alright, so I look and I have a cosine minus a cosine. Cosine minus cosine is this big guy here. Alright, so let's go ahead. And this time I'm going to kind of just plug in as I go. So I'm going to write this as negative 2 sine of 3x plus 5x over 2 sine 3x minus 5x over 2. So that's what my numerator looks like. Now I'm going to deal with the denominator. So the denominator, I need a sine plus a sine. So sine plus a sine, here's my formula. Alright, so I have 2 sine, and I'm looking at my denominator, so 3x plus 5x over 2 cosine 3x minus 5x over 2. Alright, so it looks like I got a big ugly mess. Let's see if we can't clean it up for a minute. So my numerator is going to clean up to negative 2 sine 3x and 5x is 8x divided by 2 is 4x. Sine 3 minus 5 is negative 2x divided by 2 is a negative x. Alright, let's see what we can do with the denominator. 2 sine 3 plus 5 is 2. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Cosine negative x. Alright, so let's talk about what we can do. Do you agree that I can cross these out? Because it's multiplication, I can go ahead and do that. Do you also agree that this becomes just a negative sine of negative x over cosine negative x, which is still not tangent, so I'm not done yet. But I think I've seen this formula before. Isn't the sine of negative x regular old sine of x? So I'm going to leave that negative out there, and I'm going to write this sine x. And what's the cosine of negative x? Cosine of negative x is just cosine of x. Well, what is sine over cosine? Tangent. Oops, hang on, I did a boo-boo. Look, the sine of negative x is negative sine of x. Thank you. So now, sine over cosine is tangent, and a negative times a negative is a positive. So tangent x equals tangent x. Woohoo! I'm done. Alright, so I'm going to give you maybe 3 or 4 proofs to verify. Remember, these are the older type, so I want you to change things to sines and cosines. Remember to get a common denominator. Watch for your Pythagorean identities, and we'll talk about them tomorrow in class. Make sure you do your practice problems for full homework credit.